Oh man.
Hey everybody, it's Tim Hinton, the Beast of the Marching Arts. Look who's here, Jared Gear, the Blue Devils drum major who has taken over our Instagram at Marching Arts Education. Jared, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I can't believe we finally got connected. Listen, everybody, this is part of the excitement of drum corps is they're off in these far off places, and sometimes it's hard to connect with them. And actually, we've been struggling, but Jared is here on the line.
Yes.
Jared, how are you?
I am doing good. I'm currently not moving because we have had to connect. So thankfully, I'm in the University of Wyoming, beautiful campus, and the service here isn't the best, but I
We're
mean it's
talking
still
about
beautiful.
we're talking about the wireless service. He struggled with the wireless service, and that happens sometimes. So, Jared, you're with the Blue Devils. You're a drum major. Thank you for doing our Instagram. Everybody, go to Marching Arts
Yeah.
Education on Instagram. You can see all the cool stuff Jared's doing. Jared, how is it starting? You're in the Blue Devils. It's your first season and your last. What is it? How's it going? Tell us about it.
My experience here has been very fun. I will say it has met my expectations in regards to learning a ton. So I have my little notepad with me that I told you in the beginning, and I've been taking notes, and I've been bringing it to my student, or I will be bringing it to my students back into the fall. But the people here, not only in the University of Wyoming, because we have employees that are, catering to us food wise and, custodial staff and just like people that help manage and stuff. People have been treating me very kindly. The staff have been treating me very kindly, but they also hold a certain expectation. I don't like to be babied. So they're like, they will hold me accountable, which I love. And it's been a really fun process and I love it a lot.
So, where are you in the process? How long have you been in spring training? Can you tell us anything about like how much of the show you've learned or anything like that?
So I actually came a week later than everybody. No, not a week. I came 4 days later than everybody else. So, as you know, I teach kindergarten full time. My last day of school was on that Thursday, Friday, and I came like Thursday night. My first day was Friday. Everybody showed up on Monday. So, you know, in regards to, I think I've officially had a week here. And in regards to, I think we're still kind of putting everything together. So I don't necessarily, even us as members, we just kind of trust the staff and we're like, all right, we're doing this, then the other. If this is in, it's in. If it's out, it's out. So in regards to how much is in the show, personally, I don't know. I just kind of live in the moment, but I will say at least the theme and the concept of it all is definitely something that will be worth watching.
Very cool. So, everybody, I'm talking to Jared Gear, who's one of the drum majors for the Blue Devils. You can see his posts on the Marching Arts Education Instagram all summer. Jared, thank you for doing that. So, what do drum majors do during spring training?
So our tasks are really, our main thing is to help whatever the ensemble needs. Within that can kind of be what the staff needs. So in regards to my efficient drum major team, we got one person that's really good with technology. Her name is Emily Elwood, fantastic person. She's very organized. So in regards to equipment and stuff for rehearsals, that's our go-to girl. Okay. We also have me, who I kind of pertain more to the visual aspect. So I help with like stretching and music, musical stretches, and just like if we're working on potential drill ideas, then I kind of help with that as well, and kind of just if they need somebody to give me a tempo real quick and we don't need the Megavox, then I kind of give that off with my Gok block. We have the head honcho, Corey Castillo, who is a fantastic drum major. He's been a part of the Blue Devils for a while, actually. I don't know the exact number, but he definitely understands the culture, and he's the head drum major, and he has been excellent on just helping us understand the groove of things and just to kind of help us be the best Blue Devil that we can be. We're not trying to be like him. We're not trying to be like anybody else, nor are we trying to sabotage anybody on the team. We try to be our most authentic self. And then last but not least, we have Dina. Dina is really good all the way around, but in regards to music and just having, she's our resource officer. So we just sometimes there's so many tempo ideas that we want to vary from. I just look at Dina. I'm like, Dina, what tempo are we going at? And she's like, 168 or 144. So it's usually one of those. And I kind of can trust Dina to give me a lot of information. And there's one other person on the drum major team. His name is Tyler. He is our rehearsal assistant. I personally call him a drum major because he does a lot of the things that drum majors do, and I kind of like that because we also work together and assist each other. If Tyler one day all the drum majors got food poisoning or something, Tyler knows how to conduct whatever show idea, whatever piece that is being put together. So, and he also, in my eyes, he's not just a rehearsal assistant. He's also a part of the family. So he also just caters in wherever he can, but mainly he knows the doctor beats and the tempos that they want to vary from a lot.
Very cool. So, everybody, I'm talking to Jared Gear, one of the Blue Devil drum majors. If you're watching live, please put in the comments any questions you have for him about the Blue Devils or what he's doing, whatever. So, Jared, you guys are at the University of Wyoming, which is not where we would expect the Blue Devils to be, but that just turned out to be the smartest place for the Corps to be able to be right now.
Right, correct. I think, you know, I know years past that they were at different locations before. Now, I don't necessarily know the reason why we are in Wyoming, but this is my first year in the Blue Devils, so in my head, I'm like, this is normal. Like, okay, we're just going to this campus, and this is what's happening. I do know that years before we used to be in California, but I would say that being here, if you really want to think about it in an educator standpoint, we're 7,200 feet up in the air in Wyoming. So in regards to just like breathing and stuff, yes, it's been challenging, but it's a lot of breath work training that also helps us perform better and bring out better tones into the ensemble. So in my opinion, I think it's a smart decision. Um, and like we're being treated very nicely here. I'm currently in our cafeteria where I have the most premium service right now. So yeah, I think it's been pretty fun.
Yeah, everybody, we tried to find a good signal for Jared. This is one of those things that always happens when I'm trying to talk to people that are out on tour on drum corps at any time over the years, is just trying to find a place where they get a good signal and we can talk. It's always an adventure. So, Jared, Olympic athletes go to high elevations to prepare for their competition. So it's interesting that you mentioned that. It makes sense to me that would
Right.
be like a side benefit of being in that beautiful place.
Right, correct. Yes, it's been fun and it's honestly really beautiful over here. I mean, and the core we get along so well. You can always tell where a Blue Devil is because they got their member jacket on. I don't have mine on. I just have this little sweatshirt. But yeah, so it's good to just be able to be like, "Hey, I'm lost." And then they're like, "Oh, we know where that is." Cuz one Blue Devil has been somewhere around this campus during a free day. So, it's fun.
So you're up high, so it's cool because I can tell you in Florida it's like 90. So you're wearing jackets.
Yes, not too long ago before I got here, it was snowing in the middle of June. And it
So
wasn't like snow, but like they looked like gumballs. And yeah, so that's one benefactor. It is windy. The weather recently this week has been pretty good. But the first week that I got here, brutal. I I mean, and maybe that's something that you can't control, but it also teaches me a lot of just adapting because what comes with the job is that like I have a whole bunch of electronics to set up. And then I just got to grab a trash bag, wrap it around, and rehearsal keeps on going. So it's taught me a lot about just adapting to my environment and how resilient I can be while also not deteriorating from everybody else's learning when we're learning something new.
yeah, everybody, I'm talking to Jared Gare, who's one of the drum majors for the Concord Blue Devils. They're in Wyoming on spring training. And Jared, thank you for stopping to talk to me. So you're doing our Instagram this summer. You are posting on
Yeah,
the Marching Arts Education Instagram. Tell us about the kind of stuff that you've been putting up there. Everybody can go find.
I've been putting up little snippets throughout my day. It's really just what I can get, and it's a very simple task, and it's honestly very fun. I love just editing them and adding music to them. And I think thank you for Marching Arts Education for giving me my sense of peace because I mean it is long days. I wake up at you know maybe 7, eat breakfast at 7:30, and then 8:30 is when rehearsal starts. For a drum major, we kind of have to get ready for rehearsal before then so that we can prepare for everybody else to join. And then from 8:30 to 10 o'clock, we're working. We're working on different ideas and putting different things together. So I think doing these videos have kind of been like, oh, I can relax now. Let me edit these and just have my brain be in a creative space. So thank you for that. But yeah, I think it's just what I've been doing with Instagram is just giving you guys different snippets because people haven't seen Blue Devils for 2 years. So I know that we have our own little media team that is kind of doing their own projects, and I've discussed with them. I'm like, if you guys need help with anything, let me know. And they've been very kind and have been open to whatever. And just giving other followers through marching arts education a little bit more of a sneak peek, because I know that sometimes with different projects and stuff you can't really get that out. So I wanted to be that outlet for anybody who is interested into joining Blue Devils or a drum corps. Like, oh, okay, like they're outside dancing right now and having fun, or they're outside learning drill, or practicing basics. That's mainly what we've been doing, is just practicing on just getting more clarity within our marching, and even me as a conductor, clarity within my conducting. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been showing.
Very cool. So I'm about to let you go because I know you need to get back to business, and I appreciate you stopping to talk to us here. I'm talking to Jared Geer, one of the Blue Devils drum majors. Jared, any surprises or anything that you wouldn't expect so far for you as a drum major?
Whew. Any surprises? I would say a surprise to me was just, at least I kind of shocked myself on how much I knew, per se. I came here with a lot of knowledge, and at first I was a little bit nervous being a part of the Blue Devils drum major team. And what shocked me is that obviously you hear stories about different things, and that kind of gets into your head a little bit. So I was kind of shocked on how, like, and this sounds so, I mean this loosely, but how kind everybody was. And it's just like being in a room filled with leaders. I tell my students sometimes, I'm like, it's like being in a family with a whole bunch of genuine section leaders, people that love the craft and people that love the activity within the members and within the staff. And I think, I was personally shocked when one of the staff members was like, oh, how are you? And I was like, oh, well, like I went all about Blue Devils like stuff. And then she was like, okay, but how are you outside? And I was like, oh, I'm doing good. I'm having fun. So it surprised me how calm everything is, but I don't mean it as in like I thought that Blue Devils was this hard knocking drum corps, but this corps is really an authentic place. It is a fun place to be around. You learn from the top individuals, and it surprised me how real and how true that was. So I'm very grateful to be here.
I love that. And you know what you're really describing, Jared, is just a very professional environment, which is not what we would have, of course, completely expect from all of the people that are there and from the members who are at the very highest level of the activity. So I'm so excited you get to have this experience. Everybody, Jared is taking over our Instagram at Marching Arts Education. So go there, find his posts. He's going to be doing that all summer. Jared, thank you for doing that. And thank you for stopping in the middle of all of it to talk to me today.
Of course. And next time that we talk, I hope to have better connection. We were running around trying to find a good spot.
It took us some time to find a good spot, but that is drum corps, everybody. That's how it is. You're off in the middle of who knows where. Jared, you were awesome. Thank you so much for taking time to talk to me.
Of course. Thank you.
All right. Thanks everybody for watching.